All right, we're about halfway through the countdown of the top 40 biggest badasses of all time. Al Jourgensen is up to number 26. He, of course, lead singer and founder of the band Ministry, who, I guess, bridged the gap between industrial and heavy rock. Then they started playing around using synthesizers and sampling. That up until that point was considered poser music and not real rock, but they made it cool. And then you throw in a little political overtones and be philosophical a bit in your songs, and bam, you got the critical acclaim and you got the respect of your peers. But it's not just Al's musicianship that makes him a badass. Al Jourgensen of Ministry roars in at number 26 on the badass list. He's a slave to his depraved fashion sense, drives his fans to wild behavior, and wherever he goes, the party's sure to follow. Ministry frontman Al Jourgensen will travel the globe to keep his party going.
Al is a badass through and through. That guy came on tour with us once. He just started showing up at our shows. He was driving every night in his car. I'm like, dude, why don't you go home in your car, fly out, and just come on the bus with us? He ended up coming out for like 10 days, just partying and fighting, and and just turned our bus basically into like Al Jourgensen's traveling party, and it was great.
The world is at my fingertips, right?
He's as notorious for his musical integrity as he is for his attitude.
I think his image, his not giving a shit about what's going on around him, his unwillingness to really play the commercial game. The man's a brilliant songwriter, and he could write music that can get played on the radio. He just doesn't want to because he's a badass, and that's what he wants to be playing.
I think there's two kinds of music. I think there's good and there's bad, and hopefully I'd like to be affiliated with the good side. I'm not going to get into this thrasho, technico, cyber, new wave-o, sanitized, homogenized in a box, put it out 120 BPM down your throat, out your ass.
Ministry is hard. I put on Ministry in my car and I drive fast, aggressively.
The Ministry stage is one dangerous place to hang out. Al's got the lumps to prove it.
I've been conked in the head by so many beer bottles, but it's channeled aggression. Hell, I'd rather have him throw a beer bottle at me and go out and knife some old lady or something,
To top it off, he's got a badass style all his own.
I ran into Al Jourgensen. It was 100 degrees, and he was wearing 2 black coats and a big hat and the dreadlocks and the glasses.
I try not to see too much sun, I'm not a real big picnic type of guy,
Al Jourgensen is just a vision in black. Who's blacker than Al Jourgensen in Ministry?
Ministry paved the way for bands like Nine Inch Nails and Zombie, Static X, and expanded the minds of metal fans everywhere. And did I mention their sense of humor? This one's from the album Psalm 69, The Way to Succeed and The Way to Suck Eggs. This is Jesus Built My Hot Rod.